Sometimes a good story just sticks with you. That's what happened when I watched Bad Traveling from Love, Death and Robots. It wouldn't leave my mind, so I rewatched it again and again. Until one day I thought, why not turn it into a stop motion? But I didn't want to just remake the same thing. I wanted to mix it with something I've always loved, Star Wars. So I grabbed some cool figures, aliens, custom Mandos, and for the monster I made this gooey Venom style creature. I figured something like that could easily sneak onto a ship without anyone noticing. Then I started building the set. I made a full interior with connectable rooms, main room, bedroom, storage, cockpit, removable walls, working doors, LEDs, and even an elevator. When it came to animating, I worked through one room at a time. With this method I was able to disassemble the rooms I finished animating and save some space. That's why in some scenes there is an actual hole at the elevator and in others there is just a plate. And while animating I also used some cool tricks like making things fly, gunshots, images from my TV as a background, and for the scenes in space I actually used a mirror underneath the ships. After I finished animating, it was time to edit. I usually convert my stop motions with 10 FPS, but depending on the context of the animation, sometimes it gets sped up to 20 FPS. I added some cool after effects, like explosions or transitions. And for the color grading, there was zero color grading in the entire stop motion. I actually like how it looks with the lighting. So when editing came to an end, I finally worked with the sounds, and oh boy, this is probably the least entertaining job to do for a video, but it's necessary. I mean, just imagine this scene with little to no sounds. Feels kind of wrong. Anyway, after I finished the sounds, there were two things missing. First of all, voice actors. I searched up for some cool dudes and I actually found some cool dudes on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok and even on Patreon. And even I voiced the character, the blue golden Mandalorian. He doesn't even have a name yet. Maybe if you have an idea what we can name him, drop it in the comments. And the last thing missing was the music. And I am so glad that one of my friends, Jonah, actually makes music. Jonah then created a fantastic and fitting soundtrack for the entire stop motion with even some themes that resemble some characters. You can also find his music on his YouTube channel, link is down in the description. And after he sent me the music files, I was able to put it into the animation and voila! The stop motion I was working on for almost a year, to be honest I can blame myself for it, is finally online and free to watch. So if you haven't seen it yet, then check out the amazing story of the cowards and who will survive among them. I wish you all a wonderful time and check out my other stop motions.